So, for this final combined form from Railway Vanguard, you're going to want to take Thunderwind, or whatever it properly translates into. I don't know, I apologize. And you're just going to break it down into its individual components. That's it. So basically, the way it normally is in the train mode, that's what you want to go to. The single exception to this is you want to take the head off. You want to take the head off. Does it slide upwards? Does it anything? How do you take the head off? Yep, there we go. Okay. How is that picking it? Oh, wow, it's one of those. Blech. So you would just want to take the head off. And while we're in the area, I'm just going to plug it in right. Yep, there's one, there's the other. Okay. Yeah, so we're just going to set that right there. Next up, take Thunderwind's arms and make certain that you orient them in this direction with the little uh, platform, I guess, right here. Make certain the platform's on the bottom, on the outside. That's the way you remember it. The other thing is that you're going to have one peg you have to deal with, and then you're going to have a hole on the other side to deal with. And you're just going to plug them into the sides of Heatwave's shoulders. So as long as it's oriented in the proper direction, you should be fine. It's not really difficult to it's not easy to mess up, I'll say. And then for the last major component, you want to loosen up Thunderwind's torso, and then you're going to pull out this connector. I'm sorry, you're going to pull out this connector on the underside here, drop that all the way down, and then close that back up. Then you're going to take this new peg that you've just unhooked, or that you've just swung down, and you're going to peg it into the right shoulder only. It only fits in the right shoulder. There's no nothing in the left side. It only goes on the right side. Okay, so how's about we give this bad boy some weapons? You're going to take Heatwave's sword, put it in the left hand. Oh wow, this is really awkward for me. Tilt that up. I should have hung on to this with the other hand. Sorry. Can I grab this? Oh yeah, I can actually. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. And then you're going to take the spear and you're going to plug it into the right arm that has, the busted right shoulder because Auldey's engineering. So you get this up to about 45 degrees. It's not going to behave, is it? No, it's not. Okay. So you're going to take the spear and you're going to plug it into the hand. Oh, this is awkward. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. I didn't have this problem with you earlier. There we go. And for my own sanity, I'm going to bend that elbow. And then the spear, well, the shaft of the spear is going to rest real nicely up against Thunderwind's, the arm right there. And there, at last, you have this thing. Again, as of recording, I don't know what this final form is called. I think each iteration that comes out of a Battle Strike team, I think it's called it's like Ultimate Savior or Great Savior or Brave Savior or something like that. But it also has an additional name attached to it as well. So instead of saying it's like saying Thunder Ultrazord or Zeo Ultrazord or whatever Ultrazords they came up with later on. So yeah, so like this is, I think this is a Great Braver something something, but I don't, as of recording, I don't know for certain. So please don't hold it against me. But whoa, it's on platform shoes, which I know that's classic, but that doesn't mean I have to like it. It has a spear, which is barely held in. Well, I mean the hand holds onto it just fine, but the problem is that goddamn right shoulder is completely impeded by that peg. I know I keep going on about it, but it is a legitimate problem. Okay, I assure you, it is a legitimate problem. Um, Gosh, this is big. Um, the wings. Whoa, there goes the sword. You know what? I'm gonna take the weapons off because it's totally crimping my style, yo. Anyways, yeah, that's why this trident is so big, by the way. So, but anyways, wow. It's nice and big. I should point out that this is not. I'm holding it back here, so it's not quite big enough. I should point out that this is not quite as tall as the ultimate combined forms of Space Deleter and Rescue Force. It's not the same height. It's nowhere near as tall. I want to say that the head height on this is about the shoulder height on the Space Deleter, which is actually I forgot what that was called too. I don't know most of the names of these things, so please forgive me. But anyways, the wings kind of get lost. You can see they're completely hidden behind all the shoulder kibble. But yes, the wings are still there. What's that sticking out? It's another one of those things. Okay. And I just love how the tortoise's head is just sitting there, just sitting up on top, hanging out, having a good time. He's just rocking right there. Um, and again, because this thing is so heavy, I mean, at this point, you've got legitimate weight in your hands. Again, the bird feet just get in the way of everything. What I want to do is put my thumb down here, but I can't get anywhere near because the bird feet get in the way. So it's really a problem, and I can't put them anywhere else either. It's just like I just have to deal with it. Um, as far as ultimate combiners go, this one's not bad. I mean, each component, for the most part, they do actually transform in some fashion or other. You do have to change Dragon Tiger's legs around. You do have to. Well, I mean, you do basically take the tender from Thunderwind's train mode. You just take the tender, split it in half, and then stick it on there. Although I should point out, yes, you can. You still have access to the weapons. You do still have access to those, including the missile launcher right there. So you can still access those. But that's pretty much the only. Well, there's also missile launchers on the sides of the shoulders here, and that's kind of it. But I'm not. I'm not I'm not terribly thrilled with the platform shoes. Like I'm not. I'm so done with platform shoes where it's just a block that attaches to the bottom and that's it. Now, to be fair, the Space Deleter version does have that as well, but there's actual transformation involved, so it actually looks nice, neat, and clean. So I can live with that, whatever. But these are just, I mean, the only thing that moves on the foot kibble is little claw thingies. That's exclusive to the train mode. That's it. That's the only component that moves on those platform shoes. And I'm like, ugh. So I'm not happy with that. But again, that's personal preference. To be clear, that's personal preference. Um, I kind of wish that the head had changed a little more for this final combined state. But I kind of feel like was it Thunderwind? Oh, getting heavy. I kind of feel that Thunderwind is a little more of like an accessory upgrade rather than an actual combined state. So you take Thunderwind apart and then you attach it to here, you attach it to here, you take the head off and you stick it here because I mean you have to have a lion on the front or a Killin. You have to have that on the front there, and I'm just going to open up the mouth because I can. Why is that jaw so tight? It's annoying. Actually, no, I'm going to keep it closed because those teeth are sharp. Um, it does just kind of attach to the outside, and then that's kind of it. Um, but I'm not terribly offended by that. I mean, Thunderwind by itself, like, yeah, okay, I can live with Thunderwind. It's a little odd in Robot Mode, but like, yeah, I can live with that. Um, yeah, there's not a whole lot else that I can add to what I said previously. Um, having the cannon up here, I don't remember which Brave Saga it was called, but yeah, having a cannon sit up on the top here like this, I don't know if it can ratchet. No, it cannot ratchet. Darn. I was kind of hoping that the cannon would be able to point side to side. That'd be fun. Or maybe I can attach it side to side. Let's see. Whoa, that's tight. Whoa, that's tight. Holy shit, that's tight. Jesus. Yeah, so it is an octagon shape. So yeah, technically you can attach this in kind of any direction once you want to, but you cannot twist it once it's in position. So you're locked in on whatever position you put it in, which, I'm fine with that. Get that back in. I remember the rescue force, the first combined form where you put the fire truck and then Blast Crash. That's the name of the second robo. It was called Blast Crash, which is a brilliant name. Um, it had the problem of having a giant over-the-shoulder cannon, which was constantly flopping to one side or the other. Like I said, the rescue force rescue engine. Oh, maybe it was called rescue engine. Maybe that's what the series is called. I don't remember. But anyways, it's the over shoulder cannon that they had was not done well. It did not lock into place. Even if you were allowed to turn it, it just flopped all over the place. It was a real mess. Um, like I said, kind of the rescue engine or the rescue force rescue engine. Maybe it was called the rescue engine. I don't remember. But anyways, yeah, they screwed that up. There are more problems with that one than there are with the Space Deleter show's version. So yeah, I also wish that this was instead of attaching to shoulder armor, which hangs over, and the problem is that the shoulder armor is itself a shoulder joint. It's just not being used as a shoulder joint here. So the problem is that the shoulder armor, the new shoulder armor, droops down. And you can see it's real loose. So that being said, I wish that the cannon was attached to something a little more solid. Maybe to um, Dragon Tiger's. What would these be? Dragon Tiger's knee connector port. Like I wish that it plugged in over here, or maybe somehow instead of the tortoise's head, which is just sitting here, instead the cannon would attached so that it was centered over the head. It'd be like a giant fuck you cannon of some kind of something like that. Do I wish that the cannon had been handheld? Well, I'm gonna say it again because of that right arm, that the tab on the right arm was just goddamn. No, it can't hold it in either hand, unfortunately. So you're not gonna be able to do that. Or maybe even just have it be like a big rocket engine or steam powered engine, like a steampunk engine or something like that, just sitting on the back here. And by engine, I mean like a rocket engine or something like that. So that would have been kind of neat. Um, there is the criticism, justifiably, that this is basically you just take the parts of one and you slap it on somewhere else. I mean, aside from the platform shoes, which I've already gone over that, yeah, you do just kind of take the legs of one and you just plug it into the back. You do take the backpack off, you take the torso and you just plug it onto the other one. So there's no real, uh, it's not really armor that you're dealing with here. It's just attaching things to the outside, and that's it. If there's really any armor upgrade, it's right here in the chest. That's kind of the only like genuine actual armor. This shoulder stuff, no, I don't count that as armor. It's just shoulder pads, but it's not really armor because it doesn't really protect the shoulders in a way. I suppose Thunderwind's stuff that could count as armor, but again, you're just taking it and you're attaching it to the outside. I think the only legitimate combining you're doing is the chest component. The chest component, which is actually quite boring. It's quite hollow. You can just tell it's just a big brick that comes out the center, except it's hollow on either side and also in the center. And the only way you cover it up is you get the Kirin sitting in the center, and then that's it. So yeah, technically yes, it is armor, but on the other hand, it doesn't mean I'm allowed. I doesn't mean I have to like it. It's that kind of thing. Um, but it's not. Uh, what is that? Engine G12. It's not the crazy stick everything everywhere. Like probably the sole exception to this is again the dragon and the tiger. I think those would have been better suited as actual hands, or maybe plug it into the underside there, something like that. Like that I could live with because those actually feel like um, what's the word I'm looking for? Those actually feel like actual kibble. Like they didn't know what to do with it, so they just okay, we'll just stick it right there. And let's see, one, two, three, four, five. Oh, Is that right? Yeah, because dragon or tiger, dragon, Kirin, bird, tortoise. So it's one, two, three, four, five. Oh, five, all five of the animal heads are visible. And also this can get out of here too. Maybe we could stick this somewhere. I don't know because it's just the mask. You know what this is? This is the Shinkano's helmet for ultimate or for Samurai Hao. That's what this is. It's just kind of well, let's just stick it up here to get it out of the way. That's what that feels like, and I'm really not happy about that. It's like that's actually a negative mark for me. Oh, this is getting heavy just because it's so damn awkward to hang on to. Um, the backpack like exists. It's just Dragon Tiger's torso just folded up, and that's it. It doesn't actually transform. So, well, there's a pair of clips that you fold out from the underside, but that doesn't really count, does it? Um, I don't know. I'm getting a little redundant on this point. I'm gonna start repeating myself, and this cannon is really just not. It does not like hanging on. Yeah, and this is the thing I was talking about. Like it's just gonna start drifting and drifting and drifting over time, and eventually it's gonna start looking like that, as opposed to sitting up like this, like it should be. So it should be like this, but eventually it's gonna actually look very sad and very limp. So yeah, this great combiner, this third great combiner that I've got from Battle Strike Team, and not bad, not bad. And I'll tell you, aside from that one, I'll say it one more time, that fucking red tab underarm tab, that's just I want to cut that thing off so badly. I want to get rid of it so I can get the posability in there, but I can't because aside from that, and kind of the peculiar way that the tiger is assembled when it's just by itself, that's a little odd. Um, it's pretty ambitious. Trains that transform into animals, but it's not a three component combiner. All of these, well, two of them are two-part combiners. That's kind of unusual for multi-team robos. It's kind of unusual. Although to be fair, they did do that with Rescue Engine, Rescue Force, whatever the thing. I think it's called Rescue. I don't remember. Um, but yeah, they're two-part combiners, which is unusual. But like, oh, okay. But technically, these still count as yeah, these are all triple changers, which that's nice and consistent. I actually do like that. That's good. It's certainly better than what Super Sentai has been doing in the last few years, like since 2009-ish. I'm just fucking saying. Whew. I'm running out of steam, so I guess it means I've run out of things to talk about. Don't worry, I'll think of a bunch of things after I stop recording. Oh, I wish the arms were a little bigger. I do wish the arms were a little bit bigger. That is a bit of a problem. So there's no real is there? Yeah, there's no real change in height. Like even though that's a new helmet, that's actually a very clever way to get a new helmet for a robo head. Like it's hidden in plain sight and you don't know about it. That's really neat. I do like that helmet. Um, but yeah, I wish the arms were a bit bigger, or at least in this final. Like for Heatwave, it's just fine. For the super combined form, starting to push it, but then in this final form, look how huge the legs are compared to these tiny little arms. Like huge shoulders, huge backpack, and tiny little arms. Just I hope the combination video was informative. I hope the instructional part was useful because like when I put them together, I was like pausing every few minutes. I was like, okay, where does the next part go? Where does the next part go? Where's the next part go? So I hope it was useful for you. Not much else to say at this point. Turned out well. I recommend getting it. These are each. Well, I'll have the prices listed over there. I'll have the prices listed for the individual components. So, hopefully hopefully I convinced you to get these. And I should point out the plastic is of good quality, and the paint applications are pretty good. I found a smudge on where was it, on one of Thunder. Yeah, I found yeah. There's a smudge on the left arm, or is that the right arm? I can't tell. This component has a little bit of gold paint smudging, just a little, but for the most part, the paint applications are very clean. The type of plastic that's here is very clean. I think the dragon is the only one where I had some like structural, or where I had some not quality control, but I had some structural design issue where I, I I can't remember. It's one of the pair of the dragon's legs or something like that. Like they did not snap into place and position, and I feel like they're I'm putting the plastic under stress every time I fold them into animal mode. So that's an issue that's going to crop up eventually. I don't know how it's going to deal with that. Um, yeah, there was nothing inherently wrong with Heatwave. I think that like Thunderwind is just kind of one of the weirder ones. Is the weirdest one of the three. So, eh. But yeah, I mean, getting them individually, they're fine. I would not recommend getting Thunderwind by itself. Just something tells me don't get that one. Don't get that one unless you're prepared to get all three. Then you can justify getting that because really, it doesn't get used as anything other than just some kibble that you attach to the final combined form. That's it. It's just some stuff that gets attached. So, but yeah, Heatwave and Dragon Tiger, absolutely, both of those are worth it. Thunderwind, not until you're prepared to actually make this giant combined form. Then Thunderwind is worth it. Whew. Okay, I think I'm done. I got a lot of editing to do. Sorry about the spam of videos, but like, wow, did you really want to watch like a 2 hour video? I don't know, do you? It's kind of hard to tell. So, oh God, don't make me say this, please. Please like this comment, leave a comment, share it around if you liked it. I'm currently sitting at 1,420 viewers. I'm not kidding. I can't seem to get past 1,420 viewers, or subscriptions. I'm sorry, 1,420 subscriptions. I know I don't post very often, but I hope my videos are entertaining in some form or other. I can't believe I just did a like, share, subscribe promotion. Oh God, what have I becoming? This is AV Unit 4A saying thank you very much for tuning in.